Alright, friends and foes, let's load up this game and I will do the commentary of Game 2 between Crow and Grodgo. This is once again going to be Zerg versus Protoss. And apparently it takes 3 SCVs, probes or drones to optimally harvest a mineral field or Vespene geyser. That's actually not true, it's 2 on a mineral field. The reason you have 3 is because you take the third one off each mineral to go to an expansion. So, starting up in the top left corner, we've got Crow spawning as the green Zerg, and oh, I didn't realize Grodgo was playing random this tournament. So, he's playing as Terran this game. Let's get our production tab up. It's not going to be very interesting at the moment. Not a huge amount going on. SCVs and drones spawning in. Crow spreading off his Overlord. Typical play, usually what you'd expect. SCVs coming in for Grodgo. And nothing coming in for Crow. I'm surprised. He's definitely got the minerals, unless he's yes. Oh, wow! That's different play. 7 pooling. Crow 7 pooling. Crow's normally a fan of slow pool, usually around a 10 pool, and then he goes for the Mutalisks. But we've got the racks going up for Grodgo. So we've got this entrance just here to the base, and we've got this entrance here, but that's not going to come about until the late game because of the destructible rocks. So I'm surprised that the Grodgo's not trying to wall, but he is a new player, probably doesn't really know a huge amount about walling. Another Overlord going up for Crow, and this, I'm not sure where this Overlord's going. Might be going up here to scout this expansion. This would be a surprising expansion that leaves it very difficult to defend both at the same time, particularly when Crow isn't a huge fan of spreading creep, from what I've seen. He doesn't tend to throw up the creep tumors with his queens, just tends to leave them around the hatchery spawning lava, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But getting that creep around, particularly if you're going for longer expansions, or further away expansions, allows you to move those troops quickly between them and be more effective. Now these Zerglings, typical harass play that we've seen Crow use in the last match, at least got 1 or 2 Marines coming out, but without the wall, those Zerglings are going to be able to rush right in, and if they get this round on those Marines, that's not going to be very good. 2 Marines out might be a bit more effective against those Zerglings. Another Overlord scouting. Got the extractor going up, as well as the Queen out. The Queen hasn't done anything, so he must be focusing on those Zerglings, and he certainly is. That's one, but that's them down. There goes the other Marine. Those Zerglings are in bad shape. We've got Marines coming out, but at the moment, those Zerglings have got free reign to go and harass those SCVs, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Faster response time on pulling those SCVs off the line than we saw in the last game from Grodgo. Probably learning quickly. Those Zerglings are being microed a bit better. We saw in the last game that they all got killed by a Zealot as they were trying to take out the Nexus. Now he's microing them to harass those SCVs. The Rax is training a few more Marines, but this is this beautiful harass right here, and we're probably going to see these larvae turned into more Zerglings to run over to the base. This is going to be a quick game. I've got a little SCV over there doing nothing. Getting the surround on those Zerglings with those SCVs, he could actually take them out. He might lose some more SCVs, but he'd take out the Zerglings. Probably a worthwhile trade. But, you know, again, Grodgo, new player, so's Chris, or Crow, but he's definitely played a few more games. Yep, as we can see, 10 more Zerglings coming in. That's the end of those, almost the end of the Zerglings here. That Marine is perfectly fine, could tow it with that Zergling. Does so. Those Marines are finally going to get back on the line. But those Zerglings, yep. Sorry, those SCVs are going to get back on the line. These Zerglings coming down, this is going to probably be the GG. There's not much coming out of the barracks, there's not much econ available for Grodgo, and these Zerglings are... You saw what happened with just 6 Zerglings, and now he's got 10. Only 1 Marine hanging around, got another Marine in training. this is probably going to end pretty quickly from here. Not even going to see an expansion. We've got more Zerglings on the way, 10 more. And here they go, they're going in, get that surround on that Marine, and they're going to start harassing the Econ again. They've got a Marine down there. I'm not sure if he's realised that Marine's there. That Select All moved that Marine as well. See, they've got the Marine up there who's trying to defend those SCVs. But if he takes down that Rax, he won't get it before the other Marine comes out, so it really comes down to micro as to whether he focuses on the Rax or whether he kills that Marine. Yep, there we go. So he's going to kill that Marine easily enough. He can probably get this Rax down before that other Marine's out. Yeah, that's no problem. He's got more Zerglings coming, as you can see on the minimap right there. This is basically GG, unless he gets those SCVs in. He is going to get those SCVs in. Kills the Marine, and they're going to... Yeah, here we go. So this is basically GG for Game 2. Crow taking grodgo 2-0. So we won't be seeing a third game in this matchup, and more replays will be available a bit later on. The command center's going to go down. He's got the resources for some SCVs, but what's really the point? There's not much he can do. There's more Zerglings in the base. And it's on fire, and it's going to burn. Grodgo exits the game, and Miles was in fact spectating it. There you go. So that's GG everyone, and Chris moves on to round 2.